Hi, Cru Connect. I'm Dan, and I'm going to be introducing the passage for tonight. We're going to continue our series. It's called You Are, I Am, We Are. And tonight is a passage focusing on the You Are. So we'll be focusing on Jesus as Lord. And if you're not familiar with the book of Philippians, it was written by Paul. Paul was one of the first churches that he planted in the Eastern Europe area as he was going through preaching the gospel. And he writes this book from prison. He's in prison in Rome. And this church of Philippi had a great relationship with him. And they were sending gifts to him with someone named Epaphroditus. So Epaphroditus shows up with gifts. Paul writes this letter to encourage the believers in Philippi to follow Jesus. And he sends it back. And so that's what we're reading. And in this book, he unpacks a lot of what it looks like to be a follower of Jesus and to follow him. But in the middle, the section that we're going to read in chapter 2, it's the climax of this book, the central piece. And it's a poem that very just concisely and beautifully explains the gospel and what Christ did for us. And so you'll read that and be very encouraged. I also encourage you just to commit it to memory. It's an amazing passage to just have that you can think about and let it kind of simmer in your mind. But you'll notice at the beginning of the passage, he says, in your relationship with one another, have this mindset as Christ Jesus. And then he goes into it. So as you unpack and you look at what is true of Jesus and why is Jesus Lord? Why do we see him as Lord? Or what does it mean to see Jesus as Lord? Also, what does it mean to be like Christ, to be a follower of him, imitating him in his mindset? So I know you'll be encouraged tonight as you reflect on the gospel and absorb it and process it together and continue to think about what does it mean for me to have that mindset myself, and what does it mean for me to see Jesus as Lord of my life. Enjoy.